And like I've been hearing a lot about different things and different people's opinions about the masculine and the feminine. And it's definitely something that I have been tapping into more, especially since 2020, 2025 last year. I started to realize like sitting more in your feminine as women also allows men to sit more in their masculine, but just everyone just sitting in their spots as the feminine and the masculine. And I remember I heard this man say like, oh, I'm raising my daughters to never need a man, never needs a man for anything or depend on a man to pay their bills or take care of them. And I'm just like, so I'm just like, okay, so what is a man supposed to be in her life for if he's not providing safety and protecting and providing, because that's the role of a man. So what are you teaching her, to be hyper independent and be in her masculine? And I think that's the issue. A lot of us women, and it's not our fault, like it started that way from like slavery and stuff, where literally our femininity was taken from us, and we was forced to be in this hyper masculine energy, which is not ours. And it has also caused the men to not be in their energy, because if we're in their energy, then they're going to be in ours. They're going to be in the yang. So then in our energy. So then that's when you're going to find the men not working, not providing, because they're in our energy. So I think it's very important for us as women to know our roles, our places, and also for men to know that you are here to provide and protect. Because I looked around and I'm like, when you look at it, honestly, men have made this world for women and children very dangerous. Like, very dangerous. Even if the women are doing, crime and harmful things, they're inspired by the men, but they have created it and made it very dangerous for women and children. So I think it's really important for all of us and in order for the women to sit back in her feminine, we need the men to sit in their masculine, so that we can all have the balance back that we're supposed to have. So now you have a lot of the women that are, providing and protecting, and that's not our role. That's not my role. I am a feminine. I'm supposed to nurture. I'm supposed to provide love. I'm supposed to receive the downloads from my intuition and all of those things to give to the man so that he can act upon it and bring it. But if I am not safe enough, then I am not able to do that. And so that's why you have a lot of women that are not sitting in their feminine and being what men want them to be and all of that stuff, because we don't feel safe. And it's not that just, that one man, but it's a collective, that energy on the planet in general. So it's definitely time to bring the balance back on the planet, but also within the masculine and the feminine, for women to start to feel safe in their feminine, and for men to provide her to feel safe in their feminine by protecting and providing. But like I said, a lot of the men are the ones that are causing the unsafeness on this planet. So, and this is not to shame anybody. Like, this is just to bring awareness, because it is not the feminine fault. It is not the masculine fault. It is the system. And more the system is breaking down and will be broken down. But this is just to bring that awareness for anyone who's been feeling like, yo, I want to get back into my divine masculine, do it. And anyone that's been like, I want to feel or sit in my divine feminine, do it. This is just to bring that awareness to let you know it's time. And it's not to shame anyone. Oh my gosh, it's really not. Because it's nobody's fault. It's just a system that we've all been playing a part of, that I myself even played a part of at one point. But as I awaken, I realize, no more. But yeah, this is just awareness. That's it. And that's really all what higher consciousness is. Everyone has their own free will, and God gives us all our free will. But even God send that awareness, send those red flags like, hey, I'm making you aware, but you can still decide and choose to do what you want. But that's all a level of, even when it comes to operating on a 5D, a lot of people, may look at me like, oh, you're supposed to be like this. No, I'm just aware of everything. I see the awareness when the signs come, when the signals come, and all of those things. I'm aware of it, and I'm like, okay, I take heed and I go. And that's just all about, that's what having a higher level of consciousness really is. Just being aware and following through with the things that you are aware of.